A League City man says he was arrested for parking in a handicap space in 2023, and now he has filed a civil rights lawsuit.
He says not only did he have a handicap placard, but also that he never should have been arrested for what would otherwise be just a minor violation. ABC 13's Liliana Pearson spoke to the man today and joins us live outside the federal courthouse downtown. Liliana.
Yeah, Scott Shearer tells me that he was sitting inside of his car outside of the gym just checking some emails on his phone when a League City police officer approached him and asked him if he was taking pictures of people. He said the entire interaction unraveled from there.
It was July 28th, 2023.
I offered the phone to him twice to look at my phone to see that I had taken no pictures. And then eventually he just got off that.
Scott Shearer says the cop ordered him out of his car before pointing out that Shearer was parked in a handicap spot but didn't have a placard. Shearer said he did have one. It just wasn't hung up because it states you're not supposed to drive with it on the mirror, and he hadn't got out of his car yet. The arresting officer asked to search Shearer's car. Shearer tells him he said no, but that he'd be happy to get the placard for the officer himself.
He said, "No, turn around, you're under arrest." And I was shocked.
Records show he was booked into jail for failing to display a handicap placard. Shearer sent us this League City Police event report, which says the placard was found inside his car on the passenger seat. Shearer bonded out of jail, and eventually the charges were dropped. But being a career criminal defense attorney, he says he felt something had to be done to stop an arrest like this happening to someone else. He filed an open records request and says he found from January of 2020 until his arrest in 2023. He was the only person to ever be arrested by League City Police for a handicap parking violation.
He was just untrained, uneducated, and overly aggressive.
Now he and attorney Randall Callanan have filed a civil rights lawsuit against League City Police and the officers involved. They say League City Police need to answer for why they arrested a man for what would typically land someone else a ticket or a warning.
Shearer tells me that before he was arrested during this interaction, that officer asked him if he was on anything, and he asked to do an eye tracking test. Shearer tells me that he did say that he didn't want to do that test, and when he was being booked into the jail, they never bothered to do a blood draw. He says still, after he bonded out of jail, he went and got a voluntary drug test, and he sent those results to us here at ABC 13. It shows that of the more than a dozen substances he was tested for, all of them came back negative. Today, I did reach out to the League City Police Department. They said that they were made aware of this lawsuit today. They said it's city policy not to comment on pending litigation. From downtown, Liliana Pearson, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.